Okay, welcome Sec 5 to question number 5, 2017 Media Exam Paper 2. Today I'll be going through this question. It's about trigonometry and bearings. I know a lot of you have already forgotten what bearings are from your secondary 4, so I'm just going to do a very simple recap on bearings. Okay, here I have 2 points A and B. One is asking me to find the bearing of A from B, and the other one is asking me to find the bearing of B from A. Okay, let us take a look at what it means to be that. Let's say our north is here, pointing upwards. Bearing of A from B. From B means I need to draw my north at B. So I need to draw my north at B. This is my north line. And the bearing of A from B starts from the north line at B. I'll go turn from the right all the way until I reach the line A. This is the bearing of A from B. Now, what if I ask you to find the bearing of B from A instead? If it's from A, I need to draw my north line at A. So I draw my north line at A. And again, from the north line, I need to turn clockwise. And that is my bearing of B from A. You must always turn to the right side. Alright, that is bearings. With that information, let's take a look at question number 5. Let's read the question and fill in the information on the diagram. The diagram shows a horizontal triangular field A, B, C. B is 210 meters away from A, so we just fill in 210 meters away from A on a bearing of 40 degrees. Now, this question says B, the bearing of B from A is 40 degrees. So from A, I need to draw my north. However, if you look at this question, the north is not facing upwards. It's diagonal. So we need to follow the north that the question gives us. Okay, from the north of A, I turn to my right, and that is 40 degrees. Let's continue reading the question. The bearing of C from B. I want to find the bearing of C from B. Again, I draw the diagonal line at B. This is my north. Towards the right, bearing of C from B is 165 degrees. So these are 165 degrees. And ACB is 60 degrees. So this is 60 degrees. Now we are done with this, done with information. Show the angle ABC is 55 degrees. They want you to find the angle here. Okay, this blue color angle. Now this blue color angle is made up of 2 angles, which is the blue color one and the pink color one. Now it's easy to find the pink color one because the pink color one is just 180 degrees minus 165 degrees. But what about the blue color one? If you notice carefully, look at my red line. There is an alternate angles over here. Alright, so if that is 40 degrees, this blue part here is also 40 degrees. And the pink color one is actually 180 degrees minus 165 degrees, which is 15 degrees. So angle ABC, I shall name this, to present our answers, I shall name this point D. So ABD, angle ABD is equals to 40 degrees. Angle CBD is 180 degrees minus 165 degrees, which gives me 15 degrees. So therefore, angle ABC is equals to 40 degrees plus 15 degrees equals to 55 degrees shown. Alright, that's simple. Now, I need to find AC, which is this length over here, AC. How do I find AC? First, we need to ask ourselves, is this a right angle triangle? If this is not a right angle triangle, I cannot use Tuakaso. Picasso only works for right angle triangle. So we are only left with two choices, either sine rule or cosine rule. In this case, I'm going to try sine rule. So if you remember sine rule from secondary 4 that you've learned, it's actually 210 over sine 60 equals to the angle which I just find, which is 55 AC over sine 55 degrees. Okay, always remember that this length 210 needs to be opposite the angle. This length AC needs to be opposite the angle. From here, fraction equals to fraction, you can cross multiply, equals to AC multiplied by sine 60. I only want AC and I just divide by sine 60 because here's a multiply. I just divide by sine 60. It will be 210 sine 55 divided by sine 60 degrees. If you press your calculator, you should get 198.6338, which is about 199 meters to 3 significant figures. Now, next we need to find the bearing of C from A. The bearing of C, if you read the question, from A. If it's from A, my north line is already drawn at A, but I want to find the bearing of C. So my arrow must reach from here all the way to C. I need to find that bearing. To find that bearing, I need to find this angle over here. This pink color angle over here. And then I just add 40. How to find the pink color angle over here? Very simple. Just take 180 minus 60 minus 55. So angle BAC is 180 degrees, which is the angles in a triangle, minus 60 degrees minus 55 degrees. Which gives me 65 degrees. That's angle BAC, and the total bearing will be 40 plus 65, which gives us 105 degrees, and we are done. Alright, now let's take a look at part 3. It says, an eagle is hovering at a height of 40 meters above the field. It spots its prey on the field at an angle of depression. Angle of depression of 63 degrees. Calculate the shortest distance the eagle must fly to catch its prey. Now, let's recap on what is angle of depression and what is angle of elevation. This is your eye. From the eye, we have our line of sight, which is completely horizontal. If we look up at an object, maybe a flying object, this angle here is called angle of elevation. If we look at an object below us, this angle is called the angle of depression. Now, obviously, this question is talking about an eagle which is above the field. So I'm going to draw a side view of what is happening. So let's say this is a point on the field. And the eagle, it's flying 40 meters above the field. It spots its prey on the field at an angle of depression of 63. Now, the eagle is here. This is the line of sight of the eagle. Its angle of depression, it spots its prey. The prey is here. Here's the prey. At an angle of depression of 63. So this is 63 degrees. What's the shortest distance the eagle must fly to catch its prey? Which means this is the distance that you need to find. If you take a look, this is a alternate angles. Right? This Z. If there is 63, this is 63 degrees. So this is a right angle triangle. We can use Tuakaso. To use Tuakaso, we need to ask ourselves, is it Tua, Ka, or So? This angle here, the 40 meters becomes the opposite, and the D becomes the hypotenuse. With that, O and H, I will use sine. I will use So, which is sine, S-O-H. So sine of the angle 63 degrees is equals to the opposite, which is 40 meters, over the hypotenuse, which I have no idea what it is, which is D. From here, I can solve for the value of D, cross multiply. D sine 63 degrees equals to 40. D is equals to 40 over sine 63 degrees. If you press your calculator, 40 divided by sine 63 is 44.893, which is approximately 44.9 meters. Alright, that's it. Now, part B is a completely different question from part A. It has no relation, so that is a brand new question. I have a triangle with three sides, A, B, C, 2x, 3x, 4x. Now, it says, show that angle ABC is 104.4776, which is this angle over here. Given three sides, we must use cosine rule. And cosine rule is pretty simple to apply. Length square equals to length square plus length square minus 2 lengths cosine of an angle. All you need to know is this angle must be opposite this length. In this case, we want to find angle ABC. So I'm just going to fill in the angle. This is angle ABC that we are finding. And the length that is opposite angle ABC is 4x. Now I'm going to fill in the other two lengths, which is 2x, 3x, 2x, 3x. And that is cosine rule. Let's expand, simplify, and find the angle ABC. 4x squared is 16x squared equals to 4x squared plus 9x squared minus 12x squared cosine ABC. Simplify, 16x squared equals to 13x squared minus 12x squared cosine ABC. A lot of students make this careless mistake. They just take 13x squared minus 12x squared to give them x squared. But no, 12x squared is multiplied to cosine ABC. So you cannot just 13x squared minus 12x squared. That is wrong. Okay, so bring over the 13x squared. You have 3x squared. So 16x squared minus the 13x squared is 3x squared equals to minus 2x squared. Sorry, minus 12x squared cosine ABC. Bring over the minus 12x squared and look at what you can do. You can just divide by the x squared on top and below to give you 3 over negative 12. If you cosine inverse 3 over negative 12, you will get your ABC. So angle ABC is equals to cosine inverse 3 over negative 12, which will give you 104.4776 cosine inverse 477 5122, which rounds off to 104.4775. I think there's a mistake in the accuracy of this question. I think it's 104.4775 instead of 6. Can you change the question to 5? Correct, to 4 decimal places. This is 4 decimal places. Alright. Now, given that the area of triangle ABC is square root 2160, calculate the value of x. We can use the area of triangle formula. area of triangle formula is half AB sine C, which is essentially half times 2x times 3x times sine 104.4775,122, and the area of triangle is 2160. I'm going to simplify this. Half times 2x just gives you x, and I will get 3x squared times sine 104.4775,122 on the right side. I just need to divide over. So square root 2160 divided by sine of the 104. You will get 48. Divide by 3. You will get 16. And if you square root 16, you will get x equals to 4. So x equals to 4. And I am done with this question. Now, if you got this question wrong, please do your corrections. And after that, please carry on to do the next question for discussion tomorrow. If you have any questions, you can feel free to ask me through WhatsApp.